Hi guys, this is George back here with another vlog, and today we are here at a brand new theme park that we have never been to before in France, and it is Nigloland. I'm really excited to explore this park for the first time. We've got 6 different roller coasters to get on today, including quite a big bucket list European coaster, and that is Alpina Blitz, a Mack mega coaster, which I'm really looking forward to getting on. As well as that, we've got a water coaster to get on here, a wild mouse, and some other coasters as well. Nothing huge in terms of coasters, however I am looking forward to Alpina Blitz. We've also got one of the world's tallest rotating freefall drop towers to get on today, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. And we've got a Log Flume here, there's a big wheel. I'm not too sure what else to say, I've not done too much research. Of course I know what the coasters are like and I know what coasters are here, but other than the coasters I don't know too much about this park, so I'm looking forward to experiencing it for the first time. Let's go and get on some rides. We're looking at highs of 33 degrees today, so I'm definitely looking forward to getting on some water rides. So let's get in. We've got about 5 minutes till the park opens, and yeah, we're going to head straight down to Alpina Blitz for our first ride. I believe I can also take you on ride here today, so I will be able to get some on-ride footage as well. So then guys, it turns out you're not actually allowed to film on ride here at Nigloland. I have seen people coming here before and they were allowed to film on the rides, however clearly that's just something that they've stopped in the last couple of years. But in terms of Alpina Blitz, I've had 3 rides on it. I was on the first train of the day, and then I had 2 more. That was about a mid-train ride. I then had a ride on the back, and then I was on the row second from the back. And it's a fantastic coaster, really enjoyed it. Fantastic airtime on it. I can already feel it warming up a little bit. It is starting to get a little bit faster through some of those elements. It's a little bit slow when it comes through that first element, just through that goes underneath the lift hill. A little bit slow through that. However, in terms of the rest of the coaster, absolutely fantastic. There's some really good airtime on this ride, and with it being a Mack coaster, you've only got a lap bar on there as well. It's really intense actually as well. When you get to the bottom of that first drop, you go down that drop into an Intimidator 305 style drop, and it's really intense when you go through that corner. It's absolutely fantastic, nice and smooth. With it being a Mack, it does have that Mack rides rattle towards the back of the train, but it's nothing too noticeable. But in terms of the coaster, it's really good fun, fantastic airtime. I'll definitely be having some more rides on that today. I'm now going to go for a ride on Krampus Expedition, which is the Mack Rides water coaster just over there. This opened in 2021, and this looks absolutely fantastic. The rock work on it looks fantastic, and it's absolutely massive. I wasn't expecting it to be so big, so I'm looking forward to giving this one a ride. This is my first water coaster by Mack actually. I've only done one water coaster, and that's an intimate one. And that's the one at Nigloland, so I'm looking forward to giving this a ride. So then guys, I just came off Krampus Expedition. Oh my god, that is amazing. That is such a good fun water coaster. I would take that over speed at Nigloland, and yes, that thing might be 160 foot tall and have an absolutely massive drop. That is so much better. The coaster section itself, really quick, it goes through that really fast. The rock work is absolutely fantastic, and I absolutely love how you go through Krampus's mouth right there as well. Not to mention the size of it as well. It's a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be. The theming in the queue line is absolutely fantastic. All this rock work here, the water's nice and clean, and of course it did only open last year, so you would expect it to be nice and clean and fresh. However, it's still absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed that. You got quite wet on there as well, a lot wetter than I was expecting you to get. So yeah, overall a fantastic coaster. Really enjoyed it. Definitely got to do that again later on. Here we go then guys, it's time for our 3rd coaster of the day. It's another one of these Mack wild mouses, which oh my gosh, there's goats. Oh, look at these. Here we are. I wasn't expecting, I was expecting animals, but I didn't know there were goats. I'm not allowed to feed them here though. Here, he's thirsty over there. So we're about to go on the Schlitt Express, which is a Mack Wild Mouse. Not a big fan of these Wild Mouse coasters, but it's a credit, so I'm going to give it a go. And it looks like it's running on a few trains, so hopefully we won't be waiting too long. Yeah, let's go and give this a go. Just had a ride there then on Schlitt Express, and I actually enjoyed that. Normally I don't like Wild Mouse coasters too much because I don't like being bashed around into the sides, but with that one the corners are very controlled, so you're not being bashed around too much, which is what I liked. So therefore that was actually quite an enjoyable coaster. It was nice and smooth, corners were controlled, not very much airtime on there. I have had more airtime on other Wild Mouse coasters, but the brakes were nice, that weren't too sharp either. Often on those Wild Mouse coasters, especially towards the end, the trims are really sharp and it's really uncomfortable. Not on there, the brakes are really nice and smooth on there. So yeah, I enjoyed that. One of the better Wild Mouse coasters I've been on, and I'd consider a re-ride on that later if it was on a short queue. Everything I've ridden today here at Nigloland, I will consider a re-ride. I'll definitely be getting re-rides on Alpina Blitz and Krampus Expedition, but if that's on a short queue later, then yeah, I would consider doing that again. It was decent that for a Wild Mouse. So then guys, it's time for a ride on, I don't know how to pronounce it, I believe it's something like Schlitt Express, something like that. This opened in 2020, and this is one of the only roller coasters in the world manufactured by Art Engineering. They've not done many roller coasters. Their first roller coaster was at Canada's Wonderland, and this is one of the only ones they've done. So yeah, not a very well-known manufacturer. They've only done a couple of coasters, and it's the only roller coaster in this park not manufactured by Mack Rides. And we've just walked up the exit. Let's go and find the entrance. So then guys, I don't think I vlogged after doing that junior coaster there, the Schlitt Express. It was decent. While I was in the queue, I looked on RCDB at a little bit about Art Engineering, and they've built 8 roller coasters, and that's one of them. So yeah, there's not very many of them. I then went for another ride on Krampus Expedition, which was fantastic. I'm going for another ride on Alpina Blitz now, and looking at it, the red train has just been going round, and they were only running the blue train this morning, so now they've put it on 2 trains. So that's great to see, and it's now only got a 5-minute queue, so I think it's time for a few more re-rides on this. So then guys, I just had some re-rides there on Alpina Blitz, bringing my ride count on there to 10 now. I'm now on 10 rides on Alpina Blitz, and I was able to get a front row just as well. Oh my god, it's really warming up. Sorry, you might not be able to see me, I'm just in the indoor queue for Krampus. But it is really warming up. It's a lot faster than it was this morning. The airtime on it's fantastic, and I didn't think I'd be saying it, but the airtime is better on the front row, and it's also more intense on the front row. So the front is my favourite place to sit on Alpina Blitz, but the back row is still absolutely amazing as well. Going for another ride on Krampus now. The theming in here is absolutely fantastic, and even at the end of the ride as well, they've got some posters up on the station building of other water rides. There's one for fjord rafting at Europa Park. The only one up there that I've done is Popeye at Universal, but they've got some others up there. I nearly tripped over there, I can't really see. Here we go. Oh jeez, it's a big queue. In fact, you know what, I might bail actually. This is a big queue. I don't want to be stuck in here for all of this. You know, I might bail here, but I do want to show you this. Look at that there at Krampus. That is amazing theming. Oh my god, I have just had an absolute soaker of a ride on Krampus Expedition. So normally on these water coasters, they're not designed to get you absolutely dripping wet through. Well, I was on the front row just, came off absolutely dripping. So we go into the main splashdown section, that's fine. Just as the main splash is ending, a massive wave came over the front of the boat. And yeah, so basically what turned out to be a light sprinkle turned out to to be an absolute soaker, which is, I'm not complaining about it. It's about 30 degrees today, so I am certainly not complaining, but oh my God, that was absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love that coaster to bits. There are two absolutely amazing rides here that have definitely been more than worth coming here. Just look at this. It's one of the most impressive roller coasters I've ever seen. You've got that massive rock work over there with the statue of Krampus. The coaster itself is a really good layout, nice and smooth. It's a really big coaster as well. It's a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be. Look, oh, these people are coming off quite wet, but somehow the person who was in the front next to me, he didn't get any of it. He only got a light sprinkle. I had this massive wave come over. Oh, that was incredible. I've got to have another ride on there later. Wow. So then guys, we just did the indoor coaster, or as it's known here, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Schlitt Experience, something like that, I don't speak French. So yeah, that was really good actually. I knew nothing going into that. All I knew was that it was an indoor coaster and that it was manufactured by Mack. That's all I knew about it. So you start off by going up a spiral lift hill, which is quite a unique element to be featured on a coaster. You don't see many spiral lift hills. And then you go into this big room and there's lots of theming around. It's all UV lighting, but there's loads of theming in there. There's loads to look at. And then the coaster itself is actually surprisingly intense. Being taken out by a bush there. Yeah, so it's kind of like Walking Dead at Thorpe Park, but a bit more intense than that. It's still family coaster, nice loose restraints. It's a really enjoyable ride, so yeah. So then guys, I'm now going to take a bit of a break from coasters and I'm going to go for a ride on this 328 foot tall drop tower. This is a gyro drop tower, one of the tallest gyro drop towers in the world, 100 meters tall. Yeah, let's go and give this a ride. This will be it will be, I believe, the second tallest drop tower I've done. I don't know if I'm going the right way. Is this Dragon Manoir? Is this the area or the ride? I don't know where I'm going. The ride's around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Right, let's go. Oh, okay, so we've got a smaller drop tower here, and then we've got the giant one right here. Oh, I'm looking forward to giving this a go. Let's go and get on. So then guys, I just had two rides there on Donjon de Extreme, as the drop tower is called. And yeah, that was a really good drop tower actually. I feel like the views, it's more about the views rather than the actual drop. It's not the most intense drop tower I've ever ridden. The restraints are really nice on there. There's loads of room and the seats are quite big as well. But it's not the most intense drop. However, you are free falling for probably a solid 4 or 5 seconds on there. So it's a really long drop and it does get more intense towards the bottom. However, it's not the most intense drop tower I've ever ridden. But the views from the top are absolutely incredible. The first ride I was facing right out towards Alpina Blitz and Krampus Expedition, and then the second ride I was facing right outside of the park towards the village next to the park and the rest of the French countryside, so that was really nice. Also on the drop tower, I got the opportunity to try and look at where the Log Flume and this powered coaster are, and I'm hoping I'm going in the right way. I'm not 100% sure if I am, but we're going to find out, and hopefully I'll get this final coaster credit. So then guys, I've just ridden the final roller coaster that I needed to ride here in Nigloland, the Gold Mine Train, and yeah, that was a decent powered coaster actually. Oops, it was flying in the way. Yeah, that's a Mack powered coaster. Basically, if you're not too sure on what that is, basically Flying Fish at Thorpe Park, Runaway Mine Train at Alton Towers, and this was one of the better ones that I've done. It was really, really good. There was some quite steep banking on there. There's a tunnel on there. It's got a nice long layout. It was really, really good fun. One of the better powered coasters I've done, and it was surprisingly intense as well actually. Took a while to get on it though. The throughputs weren't so great on this. Operations at this park have been really good so far today, but on there they weren't quite as good, but still not awful. I was able to get on it in about 15-20 minutes. I'm now going to go for a ride on the Log Flume, which I'm looking forward to. It's getting very hot and I've nearly dried off from Krampus earlier, so I'm going to go for a ride on the Log Flume, and yeah, let's see how wet I'm going to get out. The next clip will be me probably going on about how soaked I am, because I think a lot of people have been coming off quite wet today. Just had a ride there on the Log Flume, and yeah, it was a good Log Flume. It only had the one drop. However, it was quite a soaker on there. I got quite a big wave come over, so yeah, I am quite wet now after that, but it's a very hot day, so I was hoping for a bit of a soaker on there. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, it's a good Log Flume. It's nicely themed, all in the trees. You get some good interaction with the powered coaster. In fact, the powered coaster came round just as I was about to go up the lift hill, so I got the interaction. I timed it perfectly. But yeah, I really like how they both interact with each other. Lovely theming in the queue, only waited 15 minutes. Yeah, really good. All positives from that one. It's got a nice big drop on there as well. As I said, it is only the one drop, but it is a big drop on there, and you do get quite wet. It's a bags on ride as well, so you might want to be careful with that, considering your stuff may get soaked, which mine very nearly did, and it would have done if I didn't. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. And it would have done if I didn't move it up onto the seats. So there we go. Luckily, I did. So there we go. I think I'm going to head over to Alpina Blitz now and just keep re-riding that for the rest of the day. The camera's about to run out of charge, so I'm going to have to put that on charge. But yeah, I'm just going to keep riding Alpina Blitz and Krampus Expedition for the rest of the day now. I think I've done everything else that I want to do. So then guys, I have just had my final rides here at Nigloland. I've now ridden, I did Krampus Expedition and I've done Alpina Blitz. I've now done Alpina Blitz 14 times today, so I'm very, very happy with that, and I was able to get a front row just as well, so yeah, very happy about that. I've done Krampus Expedition 4 times, I did one more on that. I didn't get as wet as last time, however, I did still get a little bit of a soaking on there, but oh my god, I absolutely love those two coasters. They've got a really solid 1-2 punch here. Alpina Blitz and Krampus Expedition are both absolutely incredible rides that I absolutely love. In terms of the other rides here as well, the indoor coaster was fantastic, Drop Tower's really good, the Log Flume's fantastic. They've got a really good collection of rides here. It's a really pretty park, it's clean, it's looked after, it's well themed, it's a beautiful park, and I've really enjoyed experiencing it for the first time today. Absolutely beautiful park, absolutely love it. Hopefully I'll be back here in the near future. So then guys, I am now going to show you the merch from Nigloland. So yeah, here we go. So then guys, here is a Nigloland 35 years mug, and I didn't even realise this until we were walking out of the park. It's the 35th anniversary of Nigloland this year, and yeah, I had absolutely no idea. So here's a nice mug for it, and then you've got some of the characters on the back there. So yeah, a nice mug. I was happy with that. I wasn't really expecting to be buying very much merch from this park because I didn't think they had very much. So then guys, that's now the end of this vlog here. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at George Kelly, follow me on Twitter at George Kelly, and check out my other YouTube channel at George Kelly. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe everyone, and I will see you all later. Bye.